It was a rainy Wednesday, November 24th, 1971. The weather was gloomy, with dark clouds hanging low over the airport. Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, a Boeing 727, prepared for a routine flight from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. The crew and passengers were ready for what they thought would be an uneventful journey. Among the passengers was a man who called himself Dan Cooper. He was just one of the many faces boarding the plane that day. He wore a dark suit, a black tie, and a calm demeanor. His appearance was neat and professional, blending seamlessly with the other business travelers. Nothing about him seemed out of the ordinary. He was just another passenger reading a newspaper and minding his own business.
Bourbon and soda, please. His voice was steady and polite.
Cooper settled into seat 18E, ordered a bourbon and soda, and lit a cigarette. The smoke curled lazily around him as he sipped his drink. He seemed unremarkable, just another businessman on a short flight. His briefcase sat by his side, unnoticed by those around him. Little did anyone know that this unassuming man was about to attempt one of the most daring and baffling crimes in American history. His calm exterior gave no hint of the storm brewing within. Cooper's calm exterior hid a secret plan, a plan that would soon unfold in a way no one could have predicted. Shortly after takeoff, he passed a note to flight attendant Florence Schaffner. The note was written in neat, precise handwriting.
Sir, you dropped this note. She initially thought it was just another piece of paper left behind.
Miss, you better read that. His tone was firm, leaving no room for doubt. I have a bomb in my briefcase. The words were chilling, sending a wave of fear through her. I will use it if necessary. His expression was serious, his eyes unwavering. I want you to sit next to me. You are being hijacked. The gravity of the situation began to sink in.
The note's chilling message was clear. There was no mistaking the threat it carried. Cooper's calm demeanor masked his true intentions. Beneath the surface, a meticulously planned hijacking was about to unfold. Schaffner, a seasoned flight attendant, did not panic. She had been trained for emergencies, but this was unlike anything she had ever faced. She calmly followed Cooper's instructions, sitting beside him while he showed her the contents of his briefcase. Her heart raced, but she maintained her composure. Inside, she saw what appeared to be bomb wires and red sticks. The sight was chilling, but she knew she had to stay calm for the safety of everyone on board. Cooper's demands were clear. $200,000 in unmarked $20 bills, a sum that would be worth much more today. 4 parachutes, 2 primary and 2 reserve, ensuring he had options in case something went wrong. And a refueling truck standing by in Seattle, ready to top off the plane's tanks for the next leg of the journey.
Understood. I'll relay your demands. The message was clear and urgent.
Word of the hijacking quickly reached the authorities. Newsrooms buzzed with the breaking story, and the public began to learn of the unfolding drama. The FBI mobilized, gathering the ransom money and parachutes. Every second counted as they prepared to meet Cooper's demands.
We need $200,000 in unmarked 20s and 4 parachutes. Let's move, people! The urgency in their voices was palpable.
Meanwhile, the Boeing 727 circled over Seattle-Tacoma Airport, awaiting instructions. The tension inside the plane was almost unbearable. The passengers and crew, caught in a terrifying ordeal, could only wait and hope for the best. Their lives were in the hands of a man they knew nothing about. After hours of tense negotiations, Cooper's demands were met. The authorities had no choice but to comply. The plane landed, the ransom and parachutes were delivered, and the passengers and some crew members were released. Relief washed over those who were freed.
Take off again. We're heading to Mexico City. Cooper's voice was steady, leaving no room for negotiation.
With his hostages exchanged for his demands, Cooper felt a sense of control. Cooper instructed the pilots to take off again, his destination Mexico City. The next phase of his daring plan was about to unfold. As the plane took off into the night sky, Cooper directed the pilots to fly low and slow towards Reno, Nevada. He also instructed them to keep the cabin unpressurized and the rear stairs lowered. The tension in the cockpit was palpable as the crew followed his every command, knowing that any misstep could be catastrophic. At approximately 8 p.m., somewhere over the Lewis River Valley in southwest Washington state, Cooper did the unthinkable. He strapped on a parachute lowered the aft stairs, and jumped into the stormy night, disappearing into the wilderness below. The storm raged on, making his descent even more perilous as he vanished into the dark, unforgiving landscape.
We need all available agents on this. Search the Lewis River Valley. Leave no stone unturned. This is a priority 1 situation. Mobilize every resource we have.
The FBI launched one of the largest manhunts in its history. Agents scoured the rugged terrain of the Pacific Northwest, searching for any trace of Cooper or his parachute. They interviewed witnesses, followed up on countless leads, and meticulously analyzed the ransom money. But despite their efforts, the hijacker vanished without a trace. The dense forest and treacherous landscape made the search incredibly challenging, with agents often battling harsh weather conditions and difficult terrain.
We've got teams out there, but it's tough terrain. No sign of him yet. The rain and mud are making it nearly impossible to cover ground quickly. Every step feels like a struggle.
Weeks turned into months, and months into years. The FBI pursued over 1,000 suspects, but none could be definitively linked to the hijacking. The case, once a national sensation, gradually faded from the headlines, evolving into one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century. Despite the passage of time, the legend of Dan Cooper continued to captivate the public's imagination, with theories and speculations running rampant.
I still can't believe it. He just vanished. No one ever found him or the money. It's like he disappeared into thin air, leaving behind nothing but questions and a trail of intrigue.
And so, the legend of Dan Cooper, the man who vanished into the night, lives on. His daring escape and mysterious disappearance have become the stuff of folklore, a story that continues to baffle and fascinate to this day.